Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite science fiction novel, which is called The Man Who Fell to Earth by Walter Tevis. I find this a complete page-turner because I can imagine this happening in actual life. So I just wanted to know what happened next. Basically, a guy completely assimilates himself into human life, even though he's from space, and uses his superior intelligence to founder a company and become a billionaire. His extra knowledge that he knows from his own planet enables him to do this. It transpires he's making a lot of money for altruistic reasons to help save his own people, but I still find the whole idea of an extraterrestrial coming to Earth and exploiting their knowledge to be realistic without kind of altruistic motives. So I really like the main plot of this story. The only thing I didn't like too much was the fact that he's an alcoholic, because I know about the trauma of having a problem with alcohol, because I've had a problem with alcohol myself. But overall, I think it's a great book. I like the way that you kind of go on the guy's travels with him. This author doesn't jump from scene to scene, and to me that kind of makes you embody the extraterrestrial's shoes better. This novel is written from the perspective of the extraterrestrial himself, and also Bryce, who is a scientist, and a little from Farnsworth, who is a lawyer. In this novel, I really like the kind of detective aspect, because Bryce tries to figure out if the protagonist, that is the extraterrestrial, is actually an extraterrestrial or not. And so there's that bit of detective work which adds a great dimension to this novel. I like the kind of reclusive millionaire with the cat's persona that's built up around the extraterrestrial as well. The novel starts with the protagonist walking and observing humans and trying to sell a ring, so he's immediately trying to assimilate himself into the human world, having destroyed his one passenger aircraft the day before. He immediately then tries to get into business and consults a lawyer called Farnsworth, and tells Farnsworth he's from Kentucky. Bryce notices this technology that he suspects must be from another planet, because he hasn't read about it in the chemical journals or anything, and he is a scientist. So suspicions are raised in his mind, and that creates a thread throughout this novel. The extraterrestrial collapses in a lift, so he's cared for by a lady called Betty Jo. The extraterrestrial, who's planet Earth name is Newton. Gets a large house with cats because he is a billionaire, and he has Betty Jo as a servant in the end. Bryce learns from Betty Jo that Newton doesn't sleep and things like this, and this increases Bryce's suspicions that Newton is an extraterrestrial. Bryce sets up a camera and discovers that Newton actually is an extraterrestrial because the camera has X-ray abilities. Ultimately, Newton is arrested because the FBI get involved and they see him as a danger to planet Earth. Newton just wants to preserve his people on his planet and also to manipulate governments but not actually control planet Earth, so it's all a bit too much overkill when they arrest him. There's an interesting bit about the US government being worried that Newton will become kind of a political chess piece because of his advanced scientific understanding. The FBI don't listen to Newton and they end up blinding him. He becomes a reclusive guy making records when Bryce tracks him down sometime later. I like all the philosophical bits about him thinking about his duty to save his people in this novel. It's a great read. I highly recommend you read it. It ends in a lovely way with Newton giving Bryce a $1 million check, which shows that this alien has a compassionate heart, and you feel that throughout the novel. It's very good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.